against Alaska. At napansin din natin, naka-retro ang uniform dito ng Aces.
Oo nga. Yung pag-champion nila, dati, gamit nila siguro yan, ano? Sinubukan nila, baka mas swerte sila sa San Miguel. Because San Miguel tried that at the opening game and they lost, of course, to Talking Tex.
So Talking Tex have a new look as well sa uniform, no? Na suot nila dito. But to start things off, Jimmy Alapag, very quick on the break. Let's just review our starters here for both sides. Para sa Aces, nandyan si Cablay, Cortez, and Amigo, together with Aliado and Ali Peak. At para naman sa Phonepals, the backcourt composed of Alapag and Miller, nandyan si Mark Telan, Asi Taulava, together with Vic Pablo. 2-all is the count. The Rock backing up Arrigo. Swings it outside, and Miller will put it using the glass.
First shot for Willie Miller hits the glass, no? Ang ganda ng labas nung Asi Taulava, no? He's gonna draw the double team, he's gonna draw all the 5 players of Alaska to make their defense a little smaller, tapos mamimili siya sino gusto niyang pasahan. Si Miller, si Alapag, si Telan, even si Vic Pablo who's starting the ball game today.
At napansin din natin na itong Aces, ang forma nila ngayon sa depensa, naka-zona kaagad to start the first quarter.
Well, baka hindi nila nire-respeto. Siguro, first quarter pa lang, hindi pa nila nire-respeto yung outside shooting ng Talking Tex.
Well, speaking of outside shooting, in and out for Thriller Miller. Cablay, hinahanap si Arrigo. Arrigo with a turnaround J. Nope. And Rock says, teka muna, akin to.
Akin yan, walang kukuha sa kanya niyan.
Ang tawag din natin dito sa bola, The Rock din eh. Pwede rin tawagin The Rock. Alapag. The Phonepals. Mukhang talagang hinahanap nila si Taulava early on. There's the turnaround baseline! Get out of the way!
In your face. A lot of Alaska players try to stop that last play pero wala kayong magagawa once he's decided to go strong to the basket. Asi Taulava with his first 2 points.
An explosive slam coming from The Rock. Cortez. With 10 on the shot clock. Inside the lane, medyo traffic sa loob ng shaded area.
Alam mo, Paolo, swerte ngayon ng Talking Tex. Nakapaglaro na sila ng isang game. Ito, Alaska, ngayon pa lang nagpapakita. First look at them. As we see, Mark Telan.
And Mark Telan picking up where he left off in that last ball game. Siya yung naging napiling best player natin doon. And he is playing very well, scoring 20 points in that last ball game.
Oo, grabe. Halos siya na nga. Silang dalawa ni Asi Taulava. You know what happened for Asi Taulava? Asi Taulava, medyo nare-relieve siya sa offense dahil nandyan si Mark Telan, who is another threat by himself.
Big against Taulava. Here comes the running attack of the Phonepals. Miller will take it coast to coast. Not that time around. Cablay. And that is a basic fast break play run by the Aces.
Oh, napakaganda ng pagkagawa. No? They know each other very well. Simple pass to from Cablay to Mike Cortez, who knew how to finish.
Pablo outside to Alapag. The defending champions in the All-Filipino Conference, itong Talking Tex Phonepals. So they have something to prove. They can go, alam mo, yung Jigs natin, 19 years na dito na wala pang nagba-back-to-back sa All-Filipino Conference champions.
Ganun talaga kahirap siguro mag-back-to-back. Lagi nagpapalit yung lineup kung lumalakas na sila, no?
Ali Pig will run all over Mark Telan. Ang score po natin, 8-6.
Hindi naniwala dun yung referees kay Mark Telan. Ano? Hindi naman ganun kadali siguro Paolo pabaksakin sa Telan.
Si Ali Pig may reputasyon na ng talagang nagpapabagsak ng players. Talagang malaki na si Pig as Alapag find the outside teammate. Telan is 1 out of 2 from the floor. Referee halts play. And Willie Miller will pick up foul number 1.
Yeah, Willie Miller, well, he got the foul pero talagang gusto niya i-stop yung fast break ng Alaska. Kanina nakita natin si Cortez nakashoot, no? Ngayon, hindi na mangyayari yun. You have to do it the hard way. We'll set up half-court defense muna tayo.
Ano yung pacing na ini-expect natin dito sa ball game na ito? Dahil yung Phonepals mahilig tumakbo, pero yung Alaska mahilig mag-set ng plays.
Yeah. Eventually, no, makikita natin tatakbo rin tong Alaska. Kanina nakita natin mag-pass break. Pero like you said, they're the #1 defensive team. They keep the team at a low-scoring output, no? Pero hindi natin makikita ngayon dahil talk and text, sobrang naman lakas ng offense nito.
Oh! Dipsy-doo! Coming from Thriller Miller. At ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, yung mga matchups natin, we're seeing Miller enter the lane, we're seeing Kablay. This is gonna be a beauty. Cortez. Running rings and the J, nothing but the bottom of the net.
You know, this guy has matured so much, Mike Cortez. Last year, ang daming nilalagay na burden sa kanya, pero this year, ganun pa rin ang burden niya. Ang ganda na nilalaro ngayon ni Mike Cortez, even off-season.
Well, he was overall first pick 2 years ago for the Alaska Aces.
Mark Telan, ano? Parang may new leaf on life siya. Ano? Talagang iba yung galaw niya, yung the way his body language, you know, he wants it more than he did ever before.
And you know, he is playing with so much confidence, ano? Mukhang talagang nakatulong yung basketball camp that he attended in the States. And ball bottled up inside the lane. May jump ball tayo dito sa front court ng Aces.
You mentioned a while ago, Paolo, yung basketball camp na inattendan ni Mark Telan. Ano kaya yung mga secrets doon? No? If we could like share those secrets to all those players who play the big man, the 4 and 5 position, the power forward in the center, okay sana, makatulong sana sa atin for
Alam mo, yung napansin ko dito kay Mark Telan, no? Aside from the confidence, mas tumitira siya galing sa labas. Alam natin may tira talaga ito si Mark Telan sa labas. Pero ngayon, talagang nag-a-attempt siya.
Oo, nung araw pa, nasa Mapua pa lang yan. High school pa lang yan. Nakikita ka na, tumitira na sa labas yun si Mark Telan. Even if he was the biggest player on the court.
Aces will get possession. Arrigo. Dito kay Don Aliado with the side-stepping move. Oh, look at Asi playing point guard. Here comes Telan on the wing.
That's an experienced play by Mark Telan. You know, he knew he was going to get bumped. He got bumped by John Arrigo. And 2 free throws will be awarded to this guy who's been playing, like you said, with so much confidence. Alam mo, gusto ko makakita ng ganyan yung mga players na wala masyadong break, tapos biglang gaganda yung laro, tapos ayan, here he is.
Oo, nakaka-inspire yan sa ating mga ibang players who maybe have not really peaked or have not been given the minutes. But right now, Mark Telan and Coach Joel Panal will be very happy with the way his boys have been playing. 5 points already here in the first. Full court pressure being applied here by the Phonepals. Kablay. Hinahanap si Aliado. Dito si Don instructing his teammates. Aliado with 10 on the shot clock. Good fake off and the back shot.
That's just a beautiful move by Don Aliado. He wanted the matchup against Telan. Sinabi niya kanina siguro, kanina ka pa pumupunto sa akin, ako naman.
Inside they go once again to Telan. Mark, reverse. Sumasayaw ito si Mark Telan sa ilalim.
And you know, Mark Telan has been doing the damage. Kagaya na sinabi natin sa pregame, ano, Paolo, si Asi, pa-easy-easy lang muna siya. He's not gonna do too much. He knows he's gonna play 40 minutes in this ball game, so he's letting the other players do the damage first.
Look at Mark Telan. He's running berserk in this first quarter. Throwing it down. Telan is in double digits.
But did you see that overhand right?
Oh boy, Mark Telan with 10 points. Picking up a couple of steals. And he's been working very hard in this first quarter. Cortez. Kablay thought about it. Step back, jumper. Swapping, tira ni Kablay.
You know, Alaska's lucky with that shot because Kablay, wala naman napasahan itong bola. It was just a one-on-one play. Kablay drained the day.
That ball will go off the rim. Fast break opportunity. Cortez says, let's set things up. Arrigo from downtown. Here we go the other way. Mukhang mabilis ng pace ng ating ball game. Alapag playing the two-man game with Victor Pablo. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Jimmy goes down and the shot will not fall in. Cortez. Yeah, we've noticed here in the first quarter, partner, na yung pacing natin has really been going up and down the floor, up and down the floor. It's a pretty quick pace.
Ang bilis nga ng pace, pero yun na nga, mabilis din bumaba yung Hawkins. On that play, Ali Peak now showing his muscle inside the paint. First 2 points for Ali Peak. Or rather, four points na pala si Ali Peak in that, with that last play.
And you know, both teams shooting a very high percentage here in the first quarter. Arrigo. Check out Mark Telan. The man of the moment. Diretso at idadakdak. It's the Phonepals on top here in the first. Excitement nandito na para sa All-Filipino Conference. Turnover story. Alaska with 4 already here in the first.
How do you stop that guy? Minsan ititira sa labas, minsan go hard to the basket. Kailangan manghuhula ka rin, ano? Para manghuto mo si Jimmy Alapag.
Parang mahirap kasi bantayan to si Alapag because he can hurt you from outside. And if you relax, he'll just flow by you. Bong Hawkins is in the ball game for the first time, and he is back with the aces.
And I was talking to assistant coach Dickie Bachman, and he said na talagang ito si Bong Hawkins. Tinatanong ko kung ano yung condition ni Bong Hawkins. Sabi niya okay yung condition niya. He's doing this damage in the practices. Kaya ngayon nakikita natin maaga pala makakakuha na siya ng playing time.
Well, of course, maraming may alam na ito si Bong Hawkins was really a part of that very successful Alaska Aces team way back when they won a championship after championship. And right now, kasama natin ating partner si El Guapito, Dominic Uy.
So thank you, Paolo. No? Thank you for that good introduction. But talking about Bong Hawkins, I talked to Coach Tim Cohn right before the game, and I said, what was the whole idea of bringing Bong Hawkins back into the Alaska uniform? And he said he wanted to teach the younger guys how to be a professional. He sees Bong Hawkins as the true professional. So ginamit ito as leverage for them para makita kung paano nga dapat mag-asikaso ang isang player. And one thing else ang nakita niya kay Bong Hawkins is he's been leading the team in assists, and that's why all the other guys are seeing how potent this Alaska team is. Lastly, para dito kay Bong Hawkins, siya ang leading assist man nga para dito sa Alaska Aces, and he shows everybody that he can still play. He's probably the most popular player daw now after the second practice. Back to you guys, Paolo and Peter.
Salamat, Dominic. Well, if the Aces acquired Hawkins, the Phonepals also got Don Damaso back in the fold. But going back to Hawkins, itong 14-year PBA veteran, as you know, he played for the Aces back in '93 to 2000, and right now he's back where he belongs. Arrigo. Switch it in. And it looks like both teams are shooting from all cylinders here, partner.
Oh, magiging shootout na medyo ito, no? Pero nangyayari kasi si Asi Taulabay, sabi, well, there he goes, strong to the basket.
And then Pablo from the weak side with the putback. Lamang ang talk at 6, 25-21, 2:23 to play in the first. Cool Cat surveying the field here. Arrigo, stutter step, and Badu.
Now he's feeling it, John Arrigo. He was absent most of last season, ano, dahil because of injuries. Pero ngayon, nakakabawi na to si John Arrigo. Nice 2 points, first 2 points for him.
Aces now with a man-to-man defense. Alapag swinging it over. And you know, Vic Pablo has that patented jump shot. Kung saan yung tira niya doon sa peak ng talon.
Meron talaga sa niya. At saka he's being the 5th guy for the Talking Tech Phonepals. You know, Telan, Alapag, Miller, and Asi started the ball game with, this time, Pablo. Last game, it was Ravena naman.
So they're going tall against the Aces. Cortez. Oh, he'll knock it there from rainbow territory.
You can't fall asleep with Mike Cortez right in front of you.
You know, last season, sa Fiesta Conference, itong si Mike Cortez shot over 50% from three-point land. So he is deadly from that range.
If I'm not mistaken, si Alvin Patrimony.
So right now, I expect Miller back in before the first half is over.
Medyo focal point rin siya ng talk and text, And he's very comfortable playing the two spot, Alam mo naman sa Red Bull, minsan nagdo-point guard yan, minsan nagdo-dos yan. Pero ngayon nagdo-dos siya because of the presence of Jimmy Alapag.
Komportable dun sa kanyang bagong, well, not really new, pero yung position na yan na talagang nilalaro nyo kahit dati pa. And right now, the Phonepals will keep possession here. They've got a fresh shot clock. Oh no, they call it the other way.
It's going to be a loose ball foul on Don Belano.
So they pass the foul against Don Belano.
And of course, the talking text bench does not like the decision.
Arrigo. Now it's Talk and Text turn to play the zone defense. Cortez trying to find an opening outside to Arrigo. Alapag. They swing it over to Camaso. Agawa ng bola. Here comes the rock. Helter-skelter play. So the Phonepals will keep possession. Alapag. Good line, but did not get the three ball in. So it looks like the Aces will hold on to this possession. There's a difference of about 5 seconds from the game clock and the shot clock. Cortez. Hawkins. Arrigo will have to throw it up, and he makes it just in the nick of time.
Beautiful fake by John Arrigo. 7 points already in the ballgame.
Tomaso has been aggressive at the baseline area. Bong Hawkins picks up foul number 1. Wala pa sa penalty dito ang Aces.
So good foul yun para kay Bong Hawkins.
Yan ang experience.
And if anyone knows the system of Coach Kinuhang, it's Bong Hawkins. And the other guy who knows it is seated on the bench, si Coach Jojo Lastimosa na rin.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to know about the system of Kinuhang, ask these two guys.
Jolas and Hawkins have been warriors under Coach Tim Cohn. Not enough time for Belano to put it in. Heavyweight matchup here between the Aces and the Phonepals.
I feel it's going to be a heavyweight matchup. Kasi ngayon you cannot say it's a heavyweight because we're not yet into the tournament so much, Pero these two teams, I figure they will be right there at the top of the column.
File. Brandon Cablay. Cortez is back in the fold. Watch this. 2-on-2 break. Alapag and Miller against Cortez and Cablay. And the Aces pick it up. Cortez cutting the lane. Oh! Aliado was hammered that time around by De Ocampo.
That's a hard foul by Yancy De Ocampo on Don Aliado, who just walks away. Just another day at the office for this guy. But Cortez, you saw it was a 3-on-2, not a 2-on-3. It was a 2-on-3 and not a 3-on-2 situation. Dalawa lang sila. Sinaksak pa rin niya. He challenged Asi Taulava and got the ball perfectly to Don Aliado, who faked and got fouled and is right now on the line to make the 2 points.
Well, ang report na nakuha natin dito kay Don Aliado was that he is actually playing hurt. No, he sprained his ankle. Ang balita natin is right
Kahapon lang
before natapos yung practice ng Aces kahapon.
Kamalas naman,
But he's suited up, he's playing, and he's ready to go.
He's got a little limp to his trot right now. Pero pwede pa yan. Di pa yan batang yan.
This for me is one of the classic matchups to watch out for in the years to come, The Cortez-Alapag matchup. The Cool Cat against the Mighty Mouse. Something that we'll be seeing for a while. And right now, the way I see it, yung dalawang players na ito, they're just getting their teammates involved. Pero pagdating sa second half or in the crunch time period, sa fourth period, that's when you'll start seeing them really stepping up.
Si Alapag 1 or 2 times pa lang tumitigil sa labas. Kanina libre, no? He's still cold. And as you see, Asi Kaulaba, that shot will not count. Hindi ka count yun, no? Pero yung matchup mo nga, Paolo, yung Alapag and Mike Cortez, no? They don't play alike. I don't think that they play alike. I think they have their own distinct way of
Definitely.
of playing, no? Kaya it makes it a nicer matchup to watch.
Del Campo, 15 feet. And I wonder what Coach Joel Banal, what shooting drills he runs for the big men of the Phonepals, because you have Telan shooting from outside, Pablo shooting from outside, Del Campo shooting from outside.
Don Camaso.
It's
And even Asi loves that.
oh yes, even Taulava once in a while will throw one from outside. So, napapansin natin, no, that has really been the style that the Phonepals have really put on and adopted to here inside the conference.
And I feel it's like we're gearing towards that because the Asian way of playing basketball, ganun talaga eh. Medyo outside shooting na talaga ang orientation dapat sa ating sa PBA.
Alright, well let's see what Dominic Uy has in store for us. Dom?
Yeah, thanks, Paolo. Dun sa huling timeout na yun ni Coach Joel Banal, sabi niya he wants to play possession-to-possession basketball. Nakita niya kanina nung pinupush nila yung bola, medyo out of control sila. He was setting up a play for Willie Miller and then finding Jimmy Alapag or Victor Pablo dun sa kick-out. Back to you guys, Paolo and Peter.
So, Coach Joel Banal wanting more control on their offensive set. Kasi napansin din natin, no? It looked like their offense was lacking in the start of the second quarter, but right now the Phonepals fighting back.
Oo, pero medyo nag-sputter yung kanilang offense as you may have mentioned. That was because all three of them, Miller, Alapag, and Taulava, were seated on the bench. Kaya medyo they were trying to find themselves yung mga shock troopers naman ng Topic.
The big three, no? Now they're back. But it looks like it's Del Campo right now putting on a show here.
And if this guy, he just hits back-to-back 15-footers. Pero if this guy can just make that a steady diet on his menu, hirap hintuin ito, pare.
Aliado. That's a huge pick from EJ Pai at may kasamang tulak ito.
Too huge a pick.
Oo. Kung maliit ka, hindi masyadong obvious yan.
Hindi masyadong obvious kung si Cortez yung magbigay, no? Walang tawag yun eh.
But the 7-footer, EJ Pai will commit.
Doing their homework. Part of the job. Watching wonderful ball game. Not yung mga trabaho nila yun. Kasi kung titignan natin ang ating schedule, they're actually probably here to scout the Alaska Aces. Makakalaban din nila ito sa Butuan City out-of-town game on October 14th. So that is something to watch out for. Pablo. And Alfredo Ambo was pitching a tent in the shaded area. Caught for the 3-second violation. Aliado. Aliado, walang mahanap na teammate. 6 on the shot clock. Arrigo looks at the clock. Backs up with a fader.
Good defense again with talking next Phonepals. That last defense is tough.
And now it's set-up time for the Phonepals. Miller. Oh, Yancey left open from on top. He hit 2 of those shots a while ago. At loose ball foul ang itatawag dito kay Victor Pablo. We are in the penalty.
Oh, not a good foul for Vic Pablo. John Arrigo, one of the sharpshooters here in the ball game, will have a chance to shoot 2 free throws. Imagine galing ka sa kabilang end, ang layo mo sa offensive play, biglang i-award ka ng 2 tira, wala pang bumabantay sa'yo.
Well, the Phonepals are in the penalty. Yung Aces may 4 na foul dito sa second quarter. You know, so far Arrigo really bouncing back here, already with 7 points in the first quarter, and listen to this, 6 rebounds So John Arrigo, who played injured most of last conference, is back with some spring in his leg.
Yun na nga, yung last conference niya, yung numbers niya, not really very impressive. Only 6 games played, 16 minutes, 3.3 points per game, saka 24 yung field goal percentage niya. Medyo mababa yun for a known player and a established player like John Arrigo.
Well, you know, I'm sure he wanted to come out smoking here today dahil kanina, I saw him actually practicing lunchtime. No, he was taking some shots on his own in preparation for this game here tonight.
Sariling sikap yun.
Oh. Supply. Good execution in that play. Drawing the defense and dishing it off to Aliado.
Who's still limping a little bit because of his sprain. Nice pass from Jimmy Alapag. Si Asitaw Lava was the recipient of a nice pass break. Long pass.
Touchdown yun, partner.
Touchdown.
Alapag really finding his teammate on the break.
And you know, Paolo, we're playing in spurts. Kanina, at the start of the second quarter, wala masyadong na-score, no? Ang tagal na sa 30, 32. Ngayon, ang bilis na naman ng pace natin. Open court basketball again. Mas magandang panoorin sa akin ang open court basketball. Ang saya-saya.
Oo. Ang saya-saya. Yan ang sinasabi nila, no? Pero you get that feeling na parang walang may control ng ball game, no? Yeah, both teams make runs. They have the spurt, but no team is really in control of the game.
Yung spurt dapat, alam mo, ang pinaka-importante yung spurt nasa iyo. Yung momentum ba kung tawagin nila. It has to be with you come crunch time. And you know, you say that momentum dumarating na lang. Hindi, talagang you build it up during the course of the game. Hindi basta-basta na lang mapupunta sa yung momentum. Well, swerte siguro, may swerte. Pero yung momentum, you have to build it up during the course of the game.
And that's what both teams are fighting for here in the second quarter. Which team will end the half with the momentum and have something to think about during the break?
At the shot, Vic Pablo will not think twice about it. It was executed right for him to shoot that ball, top of the key, swish.
Phonepals on top by 2 here with only 50 seconds remaining in the second period.
Medyo nag-extend ngayon ng defense ng Talk and Tech. No? Naka-man zone na sila. They're extending, they're playing the passing lanes at this point in the ballgame.
Ali Peak charges inside. And it has been a very physical ball game.